Very active in free agency. You go out and get a lot of wide receivers, including Pierre Garcon, veteran player, very familiar with what Kyle has done. Quarterback, Brian Hoyer, also very familiar with Kyle. What about having Hoyer on your roster, whether he ends up being the starter or a backup?
Yeah, well, first of all, I mean, you mentioned two players that Kyle had coached, and so that always helps, that experience. Part of the challenge of free agency, guys are good players, but do they fit with what we're trying to do? At the same token, you know, Tony Dungy, who's a great friend of mine and a mentor of mine, one of the things he taught me that Bill Polian did so well is, you know, fight familiarity. It sometimes is the best option, and in Brian Hoyer's case and Pierre Garcon, we felt like it fit, and so the familiarity only helped that. But in each and every case, Tony taught me what Bill used to do was present other options at the same position, because you don't want to do it just because it's familiar. You want the best guy. So we went through that process, and, you know, starting with Pierre, he was at the top of our priority list. We needed help at receiver. Kyle, you know, just feels like, and me as a broadcaster, I did a lot of Redskins game. He does a lot of the little things. You know, Kyle refers to his wit, what it takes. He does those things, fighting for extra yards, the physicality that he plays with. He brings a lot to our team that's beyond just the play. I think a lot of that's contagious. Brian's a guy who's very familiar with Kyle's system. We think he has a lot of good football in front of us. And a lot of people saying he's a stopgap. We don't know what he is. He's our quarterback right now, as is Matt Barkley, and we're going to expect the best out of them.